can't be beaten. Let's take a look at the lineups. First of all, for the Bombers, we know that Fletcher, McVeigh and Ryder are going to play important roles within this Bomber lineup. As we take a look at the Saints, and of course they've brought back some big guns, haven't they? And take a look at those, and we're almost at full strength if you are a St Kilda supporter. It looks very good indeed. Let's go and join all of the action. It's the Bombers and the Saints. Good crowd in, as Rowan Smith has pointed out. Up around the 45, perhaps even a few more. As we get it underway in the middle, Ryder doing the ruck work. Del Santo tackled aggressively by Ryder. We'll have the
he
ball
didn't
up.
drag it in. He was pretty keen to get involved. He wants to get between the bounce and, of course, Lenny Hayes. You see him there trying to push him away.
Good shot of it. Ryder to Welsh in the end, who had a piece but couldn't control it. Del Santo's got some space. He can go all the way here. 45 and sends it home. Beautiful play, St Kilda. Beautifully fluent player, Nick Del Santo. And we've got a kick off the ball here. Looks like it may well go to St Kilda again in the goal square.
Against Nathan Lovett-Murray there, Booty.
Well, we saw a little bit of a skirmish early, and the umpire's indicating forearm into the body there. Fisher lining up. Unfamiliar territory for him.
Isn't it an interesting move? He's been tagged well, in fact, the last 6 to 8 weeks, much to his detriment off half-back. But today he starts up forward.
And comes in and kicks his first goal in the first minute. The Saints have 2 in a minute. And game on here for the Saints.
We'll have a look if that happens throughout the match.
Gardner. Claw on it there. And Montagna tidied it up. Ball, just a little fumble, but it was able to recover. Ray's got time. Kick was not bad. Snyder, the man you speak of, Gerard, an opportunity to score.
Up the ground to stop them getting the ball over the rest of the ground.
Snyder to follow up his 3 goals of last week and get on the board. It's a pretty damn good-looking kick. And it's a goal. They've got 3 early here, the Saints. 3 straight to 1 behind the Bombers.
Yeah, they look ready to play. Gerard St Kilda today. They've come, and Matthew Knights there will be wondering what he has to do to stop St Kilda Footy Club.
Well, coming into this match, the Saints are pretty concerned about pace. But you've got to get the ball in your hands. And right now, the number of disposals for Essendon, numbers 6, and the number of disposals for St Kilda, numbers 32. This has been a real shellacking. They just have not won the footy at all, the Bombers. And for their own sakes and for the sake of this contest,
there was only 4 Essendon players who touched the ball.
Love it. Murray under a little bit of pressure. Slattery, Pears. Kick in hope, really, wasn't it? Just there to punch away, but resilient, the Bombers. McPhee, the acting skipper, missed the target. Monfries did really well to tidy it up. Got it to the left. McVeigh, lovely vision. Neagle will come in and kick the goal. Good play, the Bombers. 1 minute mark of the first quarter to get there first, the Bombers. There's Big Bell Chambers in the middle. Montagna got hold of the end of it, though.
There's that mongrel out of the centre.
Kazitsky, little give. Ball's run was good, and the kick was impressive, and that's the part of the game he's been asked to tidy up. And Fisher has been found on the lead as a result.
What they were doing pre-game, practicing, as you pointed out, Gerard, and then Luke Ball, who Mark McVeigh has just gone on to after kicking a goal. He's allowed his man to set up another goal.
Fisher, unlikely, first quarter for his second goal. In he comes, pretty straight, good kick, goal, got it. Fisher's got a couple, and the Saints doing it nicely.
Bit of a change come over this game in the last 3 or 4 minutes. I know they're still well in arrears, but Kazitsky down maybe for the match, and the Bombers starting to win plenty of footy.
That's a great mark.
He made that kick look good, didn't he?
Yep. I don't know why you would kick it there to a 50-50 in the middle of the ground, but it's going to give them a goal, so...
And I think Gerard's right. Sense just a little bit of a change in the atmosphere of this game. Look at King doing some funny stuff on the mark there. As he comes in, keeps it low and drills it. Bombers get their second, Ryder's got his first.
When you play against the Essendon Football Club, you've always got to be wary of their run.
Interesting matchup in defence. You got McPhee on Rewald, and Fletcher's pushed up to take Fisher across the half-back line. Still got a 2-on-1 though. Sorry, a 2-on-3.
There's Dempsey to Fletcher. He'll drive the long ball. It's there! Fletcher's kicked it from inside the centre square. A big ball.
And that's a great goal. That's an amazing kick from Dustin Fletcher. We all know he's a great boot, but to keep them as accurate as that from that sort of distance is sensational. That goal was a result of the Essendon pressure inside the St Kilda forward line. So that quick kick out of defence by Nick Del Santo. St Kilda don't like to do that out of defence. Dempsey free, over to Fletcher. There's some great shepherding work. Joe Watson, be lucky he didn't touch it. He might have copped a spray from Fletcher.
Making inexperienced mistakes like that.
He's arriving at the impact point too early.
Should be back and using his leap.
Exactly. Quarter time siren sounds. It was a fast starting Saints that got away with 3 consecutive goals. Cozzy copped a bit of a blow to the head. And then the Bombers came back and kicked 3 of the last 4 goals. A 5-point game.
Fletcher. Given that you're not allowed to grab the hands anymore, the ability to be able to punch left and right is quite an asset.
Well, his closing speed on a player is amazing, Jared, but also the length of his arms.
There's Hurley.
Almost unnatural.
In front, couldn't hold it, McPhee. Monfrey's caught one high. And he'll get it free. And this could put the Bombers in front. Monfrey's lines up remarkably after St Kilda had 3 goals on the board in 7 minutes in the first quarter. Looked like they were going to win by 20. To put the Bombers in front early in the second quarter. Monfrey's comes in. No mistake there. Drills it home. The home crowd here of Bomber fans love it. And Jared Healy is sensing an upset.
Bombers kicked the last 3 goals, Jared. St Kilda's last goal was the 22-minute mark of the first quarter. So they've gone really, 15 minutes without scoring.
Right now, at the start of the second quarter, they're starting to believe in themselves.
And they're playing for a spot in the finals, Jared. This is the crunch game for Essendon. I know they're playing against the best team in the competition, but this is a massive game for the Essendon Football Club. Should mean a lot to the players.
Head high contact from his own man there, got up.
Play from Lonergan.
Watson, wasn't a good looking kick. Front centre Watson went and got it again. He needs some helpers. Got it out, opportunity. Lonergan, love it. Little definite kick around the corner. Monfrey's didn't have it. Hurley, kick it, goal. Another one for the Bombers. They've kicked 4 in a row.
Well, we'll see if that rest, Jared, to those 7 St Kilda players has helped them out with the recovery and bounce back they need.
Well, right they're reacting pretty savagely now in the box because Fisher is back to centre half back.
All experiments over. Well, Jared, we go back to normality.
We do, normal transmission, but maybe it's too late.
But the freight train is rolling. That is the Bombers. Monfrey's a little right foot spinner on the ground. 5 in a row. Bombers by 14. And Jared out of his seat again.
Joe Watson yet again.
He's got Del Santo sitting under the ball. A little late. Here it comes now, and the ball is too short. It'll land with Del Santo. Offhands Watson. Could have gone for home. Went for the handball to Davey. Watson again. Left foot high ball. Bombers have got some numbers around this. Don't win it in the air. Brush off hands. Snap it, goal. I think it might be there again. It is. The Bombers have got another one. A 40-point turnaround since the 14-minute mark of the first quarter. That's right, a 40-point turnaround against the unbeaten top side. The all-conquering Saints. Not just some old hack team. The guns of the competition we're talking. Farron Ray, Bell Chambers, the run, they've got space.
And this is what they're doing. They're getting out of the St Kilda forward line too easily. No other side,
the Watson kick
properly, but no other side has been able to get out of St Kilda forward. His kicking efficiency at the moment down to 25%. He's been working so hard that he's so tired when he gets the ball, but probably needs to kick it a little bit better than that.
Kazitsky for his first goal, right behind this one. That is right on line. That's a great goal. The Bombers respond with 7.5 remaining in the first half. And that's important for a kicker because if you know what your ball does in the air, whether it's a left to right or right to left consistently, then you know where to aim. Makes sense. The Bombers. Elwyn.
He's got pace, got to use it.
Got little tiny legs that run fast.
So is this bloke.
Love it.
That's a great
good
goal.
kick. Hurley. McPhee to just steady the ship. Just lost their way for a minute or two here. The Bombers. There's McPhee from the pocket that tends to glide a little left to right. And there it is. The left to right ball from that pocket is a goal to McPhee. Well thought out, well executed.
It's a great call, BT.
Back for one of the few times in this game, the Saints.
In trouble.
Montagna gave it to a hot Ray who sensed. Fisher's kick has been ripped out of the air by Dyson. A dynamite kick from Dyson. And the Bombers have got it on here as well. Bellchambers' short kick. And taking the mark is Quinn. Can he go the journey? The young Irishman. Little chipping ball sideways. And that's a good kick, but not to a kicker. So Watson set shot goal kicking.
When does the lead get worrying for St Kilda, Gerald? If he kicks this goal, or is it still?
Oh, no, I think the worry was there right from probably the time the game changed. They came in knowing that if they didn't win the footy at the contest, they could be exposed by the pace.
For a 27-point lead for the Bombers. Bearing down on half-time. Doesn't go for home. Goes for a wonderfully disguised kick.
Smart player, Watson. Smart player is Watson. In fact, he's kicked the ball dreadfully today. And yet he's pulled out his best when everybody at St Kilda was asleep thinking he was going to have a shot at goal.
This is a terrific kick for goal.
Well, he's got it in the hands of Monfries, who's been pretty good.
And he should have a look at that kick, Jobe Watson, because he always stuffs it up when he runs straight and tries to kick straight. Round the corner, he has just delivered a magnificent kick.
Monfries for his third of the quarter. In he comes. Kick a little left to right, Jared. There's another one. Got it. Monfries got 3 in the quarter.
And the game has opened up. Only 4 tackles since the 10-minute mark of this.
And you look at Paddy Ryder in particular, who right now is jumping rather than trying to wrestle. And that was a good work by King.
Another good tap there.
Watson legged. Did it really well. Great play. Dempsey was on the run to goal. Cut off by Stanton. The low bullet. Monfries!
He's having a game.
The goal number 4 of the quarter.
Into Angus Monfries there, but Paddy Ryder just showing ruck work, or tap ruck work, the way it should be played.
For his 4th goal of the quarter, Monfries steps to the plate, lines it up, and drills it home. The Bombers by a staggering 33 points. Jared.
Well, it's been entertaining to watch. Given that the Saints kicked out, looked like they were going to blow Essendon away from Etihad Stadium. This is an unbelievable result. Do you think there could be an upset now, Hurdy?
Well, it's looking like there could be. I mean, you wouldn't knock St Kilda at 33 points. Is not a lot for this St Kilda team with the type of the quality of attacking players they've got. But if Angus Monfries can keep that form up and the rest of the team can do that, it's amazing what can happen.
Goddard, no hesitation in centering the ball. Milne waits at the front of the pack. The mark taken by Kazitsky.
There's no one to match up on him, as you said, Smithy. His opponent is down.
First goal BT for St Kilda since the 20-minute mark of the first quarter.
Yes, as Kazitsky comes in. Shot at goal is there. Cozzy's got a couple. Got some space, the Saints. Blake. Rewalt running to space. Pagan's paddock style. Over the top it comes. Rewalt, good mark.
Great kick and a great mark.
Who have 2 for the quarter. Both off the boot of Kazitsky. Absorb me some facial punishment there too.
On the way down.
Siren sounds. Rewalt after the siren to get it back to a 20-point margin. Been a terrific quarter for the Bombers. They've kicked 7 goals. Rewalt lines it up. Comes in and sticks it through. It's back to 20 points. It's game back on here. Look at the St Kilda players go to Rewalt. The Bomber fans stand and applaud. And a 40-point turnaround in this game. The Bombers lead at 10-6-66 to the Saints 7-4-46. The Bombers got 9 of the last 12 goals in the game. So evenly poised at the moment. The Bombers are giving the Saints, in fact, the Saints are giving the Bombers a 20-point start in this second half. Here's Dempsey with a lovely kick to Watson. Got to find someone on the lead. Could have gone short to Monfries. Long ball to the contest. Was McPhee being held? He wanted the free. Nothing on. Goddard kept it alive dangerously. Still in no man's land. Socket off the ground. Nagel's got it. Not a great decision defensively from the Saints. Monfries from a long way out. A high ball. No good for the Bombers. Now McVeigh's got it to do in the pocket, and that's out of bounds. That was out of bounds. The umpire was unsighted though. He saw him, he couldn't see it. Free kick will go to Watson.
Here we go.
That ball was out of bounds. And a free kick will be the result for the Bombers directly in front, 20 metres out. So a certain goal. Watson to put the Bombers 32 up. They've come out on fire here, the Bombers. This man been responsible for most of it. Watson nurses that one through. The Bombers by 32, not quite a game-high margin, but very, very close.
It's the amount of shots they're having at goal. Eventually they'll straighten up the Saints. Bombers have got it.
Here they go, the Bombers into trouble. Milne, the soccer, the striker. Milne kicks the goal. Fletcher, for those that have just joined us on the bench there, sitting next to Mark McVeigh, has looked like he has been ruled out of this game unless absolutely necessary. With a back complaint, there's Atkinson. Broke the line beautifully, took a run. He's getting an escort. He's getting an escort to 50. Then he launches a long ball that's on target. A good shepherd through a goal. They all rise as one at the Dome. Atkinson. McPhee. Montagna. Love it, marks. Now, if he gets the ball airborne, James, he can go the journey.
Yes, I know he can definitely kick it. There's no doubt that this is definitely within his range. But Essendon pressure causing the quick kick out of the contest. St Kilda don't like doing that. They normally like to run it out of their back line, and the pressure is making them do that.
There's one bloke who hasn't actually been on fire given Essendon's lead.
Andrew Lovett comes in very deliberate. The Bombers by 37. Lovett says, how easy. Gaining in confidence with the candy self. Won't be long before he runs into a candy store owner.
Slattery's one of the better players for the Bombers. He's taken out Snyder today and he's creating attacks himself.
He was being paid to mark. Dawson said he had a serious
arms.
Not serious about the journey here, is he?
Fletcher kicked it from here.
Yeah, on the run. He might have to. No, he just goes out wide with a kick. Big Bell Chambers is there. Gardner got a piece of it. Off hands Ryder around the corner. He's got it. Ryder's got it. 42-point lead. Bombers. Ryder been good in the ruck. McVeigh clever. Tap onto Prismal. The interception though, here go the Saints. Milne around the corner will kick this goal without any doubt whatsoever. Bread and butter stuff for him. The Saints get the one they need.
Right to be calling for it on the left.
Let's see what Quinn can do here. Good kick. Doesn't try and kick it too hard and low. Just pops it out in front of McPhee. And the skipper says we'll settle with just under 2 minutes remaining, and now Prismal will have a shot on goal.
I don't think St Kilda can win if he kicks it.
Prismal comes in. Good looking kick. It's there. Jared and James. Prismal's got it. James Hurd thinks that may well be the end of the Saints. A 41-point lead. 41
points going to three-quarter time.
Looks like he's got the skins on there, so it looks like they've worked on that, maybe the right hamstring.
So a 60-point turnaround in this game since the 14-minute mark of the first quarter. There's Rafael Clark. Hayes. City side wing at the Dome.
The numbers back for the Bombers. Got to push back. No point giving away a late one.
Rewalt did well to keep it alive. Good ball. Opportunity for the Saints to get an easy one here. And they do it very nicely indeed from Armitage. He's got Del Sano running. Ignores that. Goes immediately to the lead of Rewalt. Not paid. Here comes Milne. Got it to one hand. The kick around the corner. Has it got the wheels? Milne's got it. The Saints, you sense, with 20 seconds on the clock in the third quarter, have got it back under 30 points. Back to 29 points. Just that, James Hurd. You are all over it. As Ryder, a high ball to centre half forward. 3 seconds left. Will Lovett get the boot on ball? No, he won't. Siren will sound. Saints have done the best they can possibly do, given the fact they were 41 down just 3 minutes ago, and they're now within 29 points. We have got a beauty for you. St Kilda 11-10-76, undefeated. Trail the Bombers 16-9, 105. Couple of bounces, can go all the way. It's opened up for him. Keep running. Unselfishly gives off to Snyder. Ryder's back on his feet and hobbling, and Snyder will line up for a goal.
It's more if it's a knee, it's more a posterior cruciate man too.
Snyder comes in and kicks the goal in the meantime. While all that is happening, all of a sudden, just a 24-point lead now for the Bombers.
Well, that's almost irrelevant.
The game is back on. 24 points, and St Kilda have a chance.
I'm sensing something, James. They've kicked the last three here, the Saints. Hurley coughs it up. Rewalt to an open goal. Make that the last 4 goals, and back to a 3-goal margin.
And all credit to St Kilda. They've hung around. They haven't played well, but they're within 3 goals. Essendon had the chance early in this quarter to kick 2 goals. But St Kilda are the ones with those goals on the board. 18 points at the 4-minute mark of the game. It's a very winnable game now for St Kilda.
Dempster, look at the runner, Gilbert. Look at him wind up the Pistons.
This is where Lovett has to use his strength.
And Lovett did. He ran him down. Gave him a start and ran him down. The intercept. Ray, Kazitsky's in front of his man. Big, strong, contested mark in a great time of need.
Get things together come the final month of the year.
For 5 straight St Kilda goals and a 13-point deficit for the Saints. Kazitsky comes in and drills the goal. St Kilda are coming and they are back in the hunt. Prismal to Bell Chambers. Really, every possession here important, especially in not turning the ball over. Being pushed back here at the moment. There's the interception. Milne can go if he likes. Got the handball inside to Armitage. Directly in front, he's kicked the goal. Armitage has got them back within 7 points. 6 straight. Should have pulled up and not thrown everything on the win there. Well, it's back to a 7-point margin here. They're inching their way back into the contest.
Smart play.
Are the raging premiership favourites. Watson got the ball forward and the mark is taken by Stanton.
Don't underestimate how hard that mark was. This will test Stanton's kicking, boys.
To stop the run of 6 goals. Stanton in what could be a game saver for the Bombers. They want 8th position, it's offline.
Went very close to the man of the mark there.
8-point margin, nothing in the modern game.
He's got Hurley wide. He's got to look to the other side of the ground. Start it again.
The Bombers spread wide and far, and the Saints are covering them in a one-on-one. Kick into the middle. There's the turnover again. They do it so well, the Saints. Graham to Rewalt. Outdone by the younger Hurley.
That's a great mark, wasn't it? Hit the body, come back for the mark. It's a great lesson in protecting the space where the ball's going to fall.
Good, don't argue from Bell Chambers. That's better. Use your strength. Good smother by Snyder, it might have been. Stanton under all sorts of pressure. Slattery's got to make a kick that works. Dropping the ball. Saints are going to run to the open goal. Snyder's got it. You would not believe it. This game is back to a 1-point Bomber lead. What a remarkable game. And Goddard back on the ground after that shoulder stinger. The Saints are within 1 point after trailing by 43. Here's Lovett. Can he go all the way? He lines them up. Didn't get it to spin well. 2-point lead, Essendon. Pressure footy. A mistake either way could cost your team here now. The punch back into the Welsh path. Gave it to Watson. Handball a little behind. He did well to control the ball. The Bombers reload. Here's McPhee. He's got Lonigan on short. He ignored it.
Dumb kick.
And he went long to Gilbert. He had Lonigan on the lead and should have gone there. And you're right, Jared. The decisions they're making are not smart ones and the correct ones right at the moment in the heat of the game.
I'm not sure who Adam McPhee was kicking that to. It was just a long Hail Mary when he had forwards charging up on the burst.
And the opposite can be said of the Saints as they just casually pick the targets off here with great composure. Been a great contest and the Bombers have done really well. Are they going to let it slip? Hudson got a bit of a clip around the ear. I thought he should have got a free kick for that. Advantage paid, so the Bombers will keep going. Nagel's got the ball. Sees Monfries out wide. Dawson sags off him and lets him mark. Hudson's going to come off the ground. We've got 2:43 remaining. The Bombers by 2. Can they soak it up from here, James Hird?
You wouldn't think so. You'd think you've got to go forward. 2:33 is a long time to kick it, but You never know.
Here, playing into the Saints' hands.
Yeah, well, they're trying to soak it up. Can they absorb the incredible St Kilda pressure?
And this hasn't been Essendon's strength for the last 2 or 3 weeks. We said cost themselves a game last week.
Now they're all manned up. They're all manned up now. Blake had to sag off Hurley. They're getting pushed back, Jared. Risky kick. Watson couldn't mark it. Tidies it up. McPhee running the wrong way. They've been pushed from centre half forward back to the back pocket.
They've got nothing to kick to out this side. That's the problem. They're going to be forced to come across goal again because Belchambers has got to push across. He's not pushing across hard enough to provide an option.
But this is the Saints' trademark.
Now look at the Saints man up. They forced the kick to the contest. Up they fly, the mark's taken. Cozzy wants to play on. It was probably unnecessary at that stage. Lonergan with the handball. A heap of Bomber players in the middle of the ground. Here they go. McVeigh's got an overlap player. The left footer and Dyson. He can wind up and go all the way. Unselfish, beautiful centering kick. Monfries has marked. Monfries has marked and kicked backwards to lessen the angle to Prismal.
That was one of the great kicks of the year from Dyson.
Wasn't he? Saw Monfries coming, but tell you what, I don't reckon I'd give that up if I was Monfries. 20 metres out, 15 metres out, pretty much in front. Time will tell.
No, I think it's a smart decision. It was a brilliant kick from Lonergan too. That's what thinking under pressure is all about. He could have blazed away that goal as well, but he didn't. He hit him on the chest.
Prismal starts his approach. This to win the game for the Bombers. 30 metres out, slight angle. There's a great look at it. Comes in casually, and he's missed. So one last chance for the Saints. 30 seconds on the clock, 3 points down.
He's going to go straight down the middle, isn't he?
He's too close to the square. He plays on, gets some ground. Draws the handball, goes the kick. It's pretty ordinary. They need some luck here, the Saints. Montagna puts it in the path of Ray. He's got an inside runner in ball if he wants him. Comes back. 17 seconds. Time ticking. Montagna goes the high ball. It's down to Rewald. Rewald has taken the mark and will have a kick after the siren to win the game. Can you believe it? Siren sounds. Rewalt, did you see him then? He went, oh no, I've got to kick the goal to win. He cannot play on. Rewalt, 35 metres out to keep the Bombers out of the 8 and to win the game for the Saints. He's missed. Rewalt has missed. Look at the Bomber fans. Look at the players. The place has gone bananas here at the Dome. The fans can't believe it. And the Bombers have halted the run of the Saints.